Ow! Spiky Dastards. Hey everybody, this is Strategywizard and Crazycraft. Today we're going to be reviewing Spiky Dastards by Bananagrams. So, we actually played this, was it yesterday? Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, last night. Me, my wife, Crazycraft.
And I have a Minecraft shirt.
That's right, Crazycraft, Minecraft. So, we played this game, and I had played it a long time ago. I've actually owned this game for a while, and I just kind of forgot what my opinion was. We played it, and now I thought, you know what, this is a good time to do a review because it's fresh on my mind, and yeah. What made me buy this game was a review by Tom Vassell with the Dice Tower, and I thought, you know what, honestly, if I remember correctly, it was maybe a little expensive for what it is. There's not a lot to it, just a few little plastic pieces, but...
And some cards.
Yeah, and some little circular cards, but still, it's unique enough so that I thought I've got to give it a shot and see if it's the kind of thing that we would enjoy. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and go down to the table. We'll show you how to play, and then we'll let you know what we think. Ah! Okay, so here is the setup of Spiky Dastards. You have 2 decks of circular cards that you put into a even stack. I didn't really make them even, to be honest. I just kind of split them apart. But you're going to have these stacks of cards, and you have all of these Spiky Dastards in the middle, looking all menacing and yet adorable at the same time. Now, the way this game works, 2 people who are playing are going to flip simultaneously from the 2 stacks. And as soon as they pop up, that will reveal to everyone at the table what they're supposed to grab. In this particular case, you'll notice there's orange, blue, and pink. If there are 3 or more colors visible between the 2 cards, you're supposed to grab...
anything but those.
Exactly. So in this case, green and yellow would be what you'd want to grab. If you flip them over and you see this, what would you be going for?
You would be going for orange and blue. I mean green, orange... well, anything but green, orange, and blue.
Anything but that. So it would be pink and yellow. If we flipped over this, we'd be going for pink and green.
I'm not very fast at this game.
And that's okay, because this is one of the game that the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, that's why I'm not that great at it, but I'll learn.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice. Here you would need green and orange, because that's what's not there. However, if you get to a point like this, where there's 2 colors only, or less, if there's 2 or less colors, because theoretically you could have just an orange and an orange, but if there's 2 or less colors, you actually want to grab
both of them.
Both of the colors that are there, or if I wonder if we can just get lucky and find one. It doesn't really matter. You get the idea, but the point is, oh, here's another example. Let's say it was this orange and yellow. There's only 2 colors visible. We would want orange and yellow. And that really is...
the basic of the game is very simple,
super simple,
very quick, and... kids can maybe play it.
Yeah, the main thing is the real danger is the pain that can happen here, because if this pops up and everyone reaches for yellow, you're grabbing hard. These things are pointy and painful, and so if someone's grabbing at the same time that you are and they put their hand on top of yours and smash your hand on it, let me tell you, it ain't gonna feel good. And that's actually the thrill of the game. I mean, the quick, eye-hand coordination, and thinking real quick like is fun, but then the risk of pain is what really, that's what makes or breaks the game, depending on the way you feel about it. Now, there is another way to play that we have not tried yet, but there's a separate set of cards that you can put in the decks that have these nubby dastards that don't have spikes, and the way that works, if those turn up, if either one of the cards, or both, has one of these, then you can't grab anything. So you really have to pay attention. Now, we haven't tried that way, but one day I think we will, because that'll add another layer of having to really pay attention. Now, here's the thing. If at any point you grab the wrong thing, like let's say this showed up and someone grabbed green, they have to give, well, I should say this. Whenever let's say I got orange, Crazycraft got yellow, he would get a card, I would get a card. And the goal of the game is by the time these decks are empty is to have the most cards. Well, let's say hypothetically this was just 2 oranges, and orange is all there was to get. Whoever got orange would get both cards. If there are 2 things to get, each correct dastard gets you one of the 2 cards. But if you get the wrong thing, like in the case of this, if you pick green, you would have to give a card that you already had to another player of your choice, so it punishes you for grabbing the wrong thing. So you have to think quick, and you have to be careful, and hopefully you don't get hurt too bad.
Hopefully.
And really, that's how you play the game. So let's go ahead and go on up, and we'll tell you what we think. Oh, before we go up, I wanted to make one little note, which is these pieces, as painful as they are to the human hands, they're also theoretically painful to your table. So it's good to have a soft surface like this, like a play mat, because these spikes, as you grab them and push down, they could actually dig into the wood on a table. So keep that in mind, just so you know. Okay, so as you can see, this game is super simple. There's not really a whole lot in the way of rules, but as you can also see, there's a reason why it's ages, boy, where's it at? 14 plus, even though...
I mean, I can play it.
We let Crazycraft play it, but it's 14 plus because you could get hurt. I mean, this game is actually a potential health hazard, to put it quite simply. Now,
it can really poke you.
I don't know if... Have you ever been hurt playing this?
Not really.
I have, but it really has to do with how fast you're trying to go out there and grab the little fellows. And it's also about if anybody else is trying to grab at the same time. So, I mean, if no one else is going for the same piece and you're a little careful, you're not going to get hurt. But if 2 people go for the same one and you smash someone's hand as they try to grab that, yeah, so I've been hurt a few times. But that being said, very simple. I mean, the components are good quality. I mean, they're hard, sturdy plastic. The cards are, they're cheap cards, but they get the job done for what you need. So, these are, neat little toys, really, is what they are. And well done, as far as I'm concerned. What do you think about the components?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, you like them? You think they're pretty neat?
I think they're neat. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm happy with them.
They kind of look real in a sense, a little bit.
Yeah, they really did a good job with them, I think, for a game that's, honestly... It's a cheesy type of game. They did a good job of making the components really nice, so I'm pleased with that. As far as the replayability, it's all about how much pain you're willing to risk, and to me, that's part of what makes it replayable. Not only the fact that it's a physical game of trying to be quick, and so that's just something that's fun to me in general. I don't mind playing that kind of game over and over again, but the risk of pain to me, ironically enough, is actually part of what makes it exciting to play again.
It is, actually.
You think that too?
I think so. I mean, I kind of hurt myself. It was like a 1 out of 10, though.
Yeah, well, if we keep playing it, you never know what'll happen pain-wise. But the only issue I have component-wise, actually, is the fact that storing this thing is not so easy. Putting it all back in here, that could be a little easier. Okay, good game, everybody. I'll go ahead and clean up. Y'all go ahead and get some bandages on the way out, but glad y'all came over.
Okay, it was fun playing with you. Take care. Bye. I'll get the bandages.
Yep, and don't bleed on the floor. Don't drip any blood on the carpet.
Oh,
okay, so let's see if I can go ahead and put this thing up. So we put the cards in like so. We're going to do this little number to snap that in. Okay. Now, how do we do this? Let's see. We'll stuff these guys in here. And somehow we will do this. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Somehow we will jam these. Jam these in here and see if we can make this stay. Okay. We'll do this. There we go. That's how easy it is to put together. But that being said, that doesn't take away from the rest of the components, and it's just more of a frustration.
More of a struggle.
Yeah. But that being said, what about? Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and say what's your opinion? What would you rate this game?
I mean, it is really hard because I have to really look at it. I'm like, and then everybody grabs it.
Yeah, it is challenging.
So, I would give it a 9, but because of that, I can't go faster. I'll give it an 8. But if I can actually go faster, I would give this game a 9.
Okay, so we'll say for your age, it's an 8.
It's an 8.
Okay. For me, I would also give this game an 8. I think that it's a game that I would recommend because it is very unique. It's not the kind of game that's, wow, I mean, this is just a must-have for your, on your shelf. But it's very unique. There's nothing else like this, and I want it. I want this in my collection because the idea that playing the game
can actually hurt you, that's pretty cool.
And that's the point.
That is.
The point. That's the point of the game. So, to me, that's just a novel, unique idea. At the same time, some people will hate that, and that'll automatically turn you away, and you won't want to play it. But for anybody who likes that risk-reward in a very literal sense, I think that this game would be something that you should give a shot. I mean, I would recommend to anybody who is interested in the idea of the faster you and the more, competitive you are, the more pain you might experience. I think that's who this game is for. So, we both give it an 8. Again, recommended, and we're happy with it. Hopefully, you got the idea of what you would think from this game, but boy, let me tell you, I mean, whenever I first saw that, I thought, this is the cheesiest junk.
It did look like junk. I mean, and even this looks kind of boring.
Yeah, it doesn't really, you just don't really get the feeling until you actually try it. So, but either way, it's not that, it's a little expensive for what it is. Give it a shot if you like the idea of pain in your games. Just hurt yourself, enjoy it, and suffer a little bit. And in the meantime,
suffer to have fun.
Yeah, that's right. No pain, no gain. No pain, no fun. Anyway, y'all take care. We look forward to seeing you on the next video, and we'll see y'all then.
And hopefully you'll think you'll buy this game even though this looks pretty bad.
Bye. Okay.
So, this is how you play. You spike your hand. Oh. No laughing in my house.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the game.